How patent abuse prevention shapes innovation and fairness. Learn how patent abuse prevention impacts innovation, pharmaceutical profits, and fairness, plus a thrilling novel recommendation to keep you hooked. Patent abuse prevention: why it matters more than you think. Hey there, let's talk about something that doesn't get nearly enough spotlight but affects a lot more people than you'd imagine. Patent abuse prevention. It sounds dry and legal-easy, right? But stick with me. This is pretty interesting and actually impacts how innovations come to life, especially in fields like medicine and technology. So, what exactly is patent abuse? In simple terms, it's when companies or individuals use patent laws not to protect genuine inventions, but more like a weapon to shut down competitors, stifle innovation, or force payments that seem wildly unfair. Think of it like someone owning a monopoly on a slippery slope. Except in this case, it's a legal monopoly, and it can have some real-world consequences. Patent trolls, one of the most famous forms of patent abuse. These are people or companies who don't make anything themselves but buy patents just to sue others or demand licensing fees. Evergreening. Especially common in the pharmaceutical industry, this practice involves tweaking existing patents marginally to extend their life and keep competitors out, hiking up pharmaceutical profits unfairly. Patent thickets. This is when a company creates overlapping patents around a product, making it a nightmare for anyone else to enter the market without accidentally stepping on legal landmines. Why does this matter to you? Besides the obvious unfairness, patent abuse can slow down or block access to new technology or affordable medicine. We've all heard stories or maybe even seen headlines that hint at some government conspiracy in how regulations on patents work, especially when it comes to healthcare. While many of those claims are frankly untrue allegations, there is a genuine issue where the system sometimes favors big corporations more than the public interest. Take the pharmaceutical example. Companies pour huge resources into R&D, but when their patents expire, instead of letting cheaper generics step in, some firms extend patent protections artificially. It keeps prices high and keeps life-saving drugs out of reach for many. That's the exact reason why patent abuse prevention is such a hot topic in policy discussions. Now you might wonder how we even begin to prevent this abuse. Here are a few key ways. Reform patent laws. Updating rules to close loopholes, like limiting patent extensions or making it harder to file frivolous lawsuits. Encourage transparency, making patent ownership and litigation history more visible so companies and regulators can spot abuse patterns early. Strengthen review processes. Patent offices need to be thorough in examining applications to avoid granting overly broad or vague patents. Support innovation hubs. Boost public research and startups to increase competition and innovation outside of heavy corporate shadows. It's a fascinating, complex issue where law, economics, and technology meet, sometimes in ways that can affect your wallet or health. If you want a fresh way to think about conspiracies, corporate power, and the thrills behind it all, check out a novel called The Ultimate Frame. It's a fast-paced story by Andrew M. Semple that weaves gripping fiction with themes of corruption and justice. Discover this thrilling novel today and get pulled into a narrative that makes topics like patent abuse and power struggles surprisingly exciting. So next time you hear about patents, remember there's more going on than just dusty legal papers. And maybe, just maybe, we can all play a part in keeping innovation fair and honest.